Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle, Julie Julia. This morning, we're sharing early coffee with the woman behind all of them, screenwriter, author, journalist, and director, Nora Ephron. She's just come out with her latest book, the New York Times bestseller, I Remember Nothing, and Other Reflections. Nora, it is so great to have you with us.
So great to be here.
And I have to say, I just laughed my way through the entire book.
Thank you.
And there were so many moments that you created that are just so real to all of us, like the senior Google moment. Explain what that is.
Well, you know, it used to be when you forgot something that you all sat around going, what is it, and smacking your head and aimlessly suggesting what the title of the movie that you've forgotten, like the famous Jeremy Irons movie that none of us can ever remember the title of. And we all thought, well, we're geezers. This is it. This is the moment where everyone knows we've lost it. Now we can take out our portable mobile device and Google it. And it gives people the illusion that we haven't lost it because we can master this minor bit of technology to get the answer.
Everyone is doing it, by the way, Nora.
Yes.
Everyone, no matter the age, is looking at that technology, trying to get the ideas.
It is amazing, isn't it? Because it seemed to me like 4 or 5 years ago, I thought, oh, well, you know what's going to be? Rich people are just going to have a person called the Google. And when they can't think of things, they'll just send the Google to the computer. It's such a brief amount of time that we've been able to actually carry it around in our pockets. And
you talk about all these new phases of going through email phases and the stages of an email.
We've all lived through this thing. You know how many people say to you, I am so busy, I can't believe it.
Pretty much every email I get.
Well, the reason they're so busy is that all this technology, instead of simplifying our lives, is just giving us more to do. Because now, instead of missing what's on television, we can save what's on television. So now you have to watch what's on television. In any given day, if your DVR is programmed to anything, you can end up 5 or 6 hours behind on a daily basis, and that's just what you want to watch.
And that whole catch-up cycle is enough to make one neurotic.
Well, and then you come back from a lovely vacation, and your welcome home is 247 emails from the Williams-Sonoma catalog.
One thing that you address in here that I found very interesting for someone like you who's had such an amazing career and will continue to have it, the idea that there were flops in it.
Well, everybody has flops. No one likes to talk about them. But one of the things I wrote about in this book is that flops, and I'm not just talking about movies, failed marriages, romances, friendships, take up more space in your brain than the hits do. You noodle, you go through, what should I have done? What should I have said? If I hadn't gone there, then it never would have happened. And we all think that failure, you know, there are all these books called Growth Through Failure, Growth. Growth is one of my favorite words. And the truth is, I don't think you really learn anything from failure. The greatest cure for dealing with failure is something like Ambien.
I never would have expected to hear that out of you.
But you know, it puts you to sleep and it makes you stop thinking about it. But when you really think about failure, the main thing you learn, the main lesson, what is the lesson you want to learn from failure? To never have another one again, right? You'd like to know how to do that. But instead, what you kind of end up learning is that it's entirely possible you could have another failure.
I do want to get to something in this book that I love because you start off a lot of sentences with, I just wanted to say.
I just want to say. Things that you really feel strongly that people must know before you leave them and are no longer able to make your point as bluntly as you wish to.
And there's definitely a lot of blunt points made here, hysterical ones. In terms of what you just want to say, is there anything left out of this book that is burning inside of you that you just have to say?
Probably there is. You know, eat more bacon. That's one thing I feel that I just want to say. But you know, there's a thing in the book about the egg white omelet, and it seems like a very small thing. It seems, how could I possibly be so upset about egg white omelets, which I really feel bad when I see people eating them, because they think they're doing something virtuous. But in fact, it does not hurt you to have egg yolks. Egg yolks do not make your cholesterol go up. This is not true. This is what's called, I love this expression, the informational cascade. It's a thing that is said so often that people believe it, but it's not true. So I just want to say, don't eat egg white omelets because
No
they
problem.
don't taste good.
I will not eat one. I promise you
Okay.
that. One last question. Early coffee with anyone. If you could have it, who would it be?
Oh, you mean dead or alive?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take John F. Kennedy this morning.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Nora Ephron, thank
All
you
right.
so much for being with us.